Join two sisters who explore the couples that fandoms adore. We write their stories in the night in the glow of computer light. Eyes connect, clothing flies. In our head, canon love never dies. Tense looks that leave us pining. In deep forums, we are mining for this journey. Better strap in, because we all know that shit happens.
Welcome to the podcast that explores the couples fans can't stop dreaming about from the pop culture you love. Because when it comes to your favorite Netflix cultural phenomenon,
Ship happens! We're your host. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Emily.
She likes nerd culture.
And she likes making podcasts. So we thought we'd join forces to make a podcast about popular online ships.
And you know what our favorite kind of ships are? The ships that are recommended by you. So send us the ships you want to hear about to shiphappenssisters@gmail.com. That's the name of the podcast, sisters@gmail.com, because not only are we sisters in shipping, we are also sisters in biology.
Sisters in biology.
This is doing double the work there.
Yeah.
But we want to hear from you.
Yeah. We just had a brainstorm and it's getting creative.
Yes, our brain. The storm is turning into a drizzle.
Yeah. We're just not super with it.
We need you
guys.
But
we are actually super with it today, because this is very, very popular. But before we get into it, gotta talk about our ship of the week.
Woohoo! This is just where we check in on what each other are reading, watching, listening to, and say who we're shipping. Who we got going on.
So for me, it's almost the same as last time.
I was going to say, you didn't update the notes here.
No, I didn't have any ideas. I'm still reading the School of Mance series by Naomi Novik. I'm now through book 2. It's kind of taken me a long time. It's a little bit longer than normal. The books are kind of winding. It's very internal to the main character, and kind of she doesn't really stay on task all the time. So it's not like super driving plot. So I feel like I pick it up, I put it down. But anyway, yeah, finished the second book. Initially, I was shipping our main character Elle with Orion, who I do believe she ends up with. But I finished the second book, and I didn't like his choices. So he's gone. He's out for me.
He's got the boot.
Yeah, it ended on a pretty serious cliffhanger where I was like, idiot, why'd you do that? So now I'm shipping Elle with her bestie, Adya, who I like more.
There you go. Is Adya a boy or girl?
Girl.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
already like it better.
Mm-hmm. She's just very practical. She knows her shit, very competent, and just reasonable. Like a real, just feet on the ground.
Which is what you need when you're fighting demons or monsters or something, right? Isn't that what they're doing constantly?
Yes. Yeah. Not so much of a martyr complex as Orion has.
Oh, God, that's exhausting.
Like I said, I'm mad at him, so I'm shipping Adya. So I got to start book 3. I guess they're got to get him out of some trouble. We'll figure out. We'll see what happens.
We'll see if he can win you back over.
Yeah.
Next time we record, Emily will be Charlemagne's week 3.
I hate them both.
Yep.
Now I ship her with the monsters.
The monsters. Hey, that's a niche.
We haven't dipped our toes into that so much, but
I do really like
maybe
dinosaurs.
Maybe soon.
So yeah, that's save us from ourselves and send us your ships.
Yeah.
I also have a ship this week, which is also from a book, and it is again super timely and relevant from a book that was published in 1998.
Ooh.
So on the cutting edge here.
Yeah.
But I am reading the Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, who kind of got back in the limelight with Demon Copperhead last year, I want to say. And so I'm reading her back catalog, and this was her first book, and I am shipping Leah and Anatole, who actually did get together, so I don't know if it counts, but I picked up on the vibes from the get-go, and I'm like, oh, there's romance here. And this is essentially just a book about a white Baptist family who goes to Africa and how it ends up affecting all of their lives. And it's in the 60s, so it's during the Congo Revolution. And just how this whole thing, how this decision to go there kind of just changes everybody fundamentally. And one of the ways it changes Leah's is that she finds her husband and she stays in Africa. And I don't always agree with all the decisions they make, like going back to Africa after being in the U.S.
Africa. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and choosing to take their kids back to where they're going to be hungry. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it was kind of cute to watch their little love blossom. And then they have a very dedicated and committed relationship over the course of their life. So that was sweet. It's a really beautiful book. I'm not one for prose, but the prose in this book is good. And Barbara Kingsolver is a genius. So this is a bit of a bummer for a lighthearted podcast.
You like those sad books.
God, I cried so many times. It's about kids in Africa and colonization and, you know, what happened over there. And then all these, it's Africa. Everybody dies all the time. It is what it is.
It sounds like, during a revolution, so maybe not like the happiest of times.
Yeah, they get stranded over there. It was nuts. It's a really good book, but like I said, it's a bummer. And I ugly cried.
It's like a modern classic, kind of. I feel like
definitely, yeah. I would say I liked it better than Demon Copperhead, and I like Demon Copperhead a lot. But it's about women, so that also gets me extra points for me.
Oh yeah,
the idea.
I love to read women's stories.
Yeah, it touches on like the idea of domesticity and like what women give up and that kind of stuff. So that's always going to stand out to me. What it means to be a mom, all that kind of stuff. So yay, that's a bummer. Let's get to a different kind of women's story.
We know who's not moms. No moms in this one. She died.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we're talking about a new sensation, KPop Demon Hunters, the new animated movie that has been topping the charts on Netflix and the music charts for like the past month. It's only been out, right, about a month, and it just got so big so fast.
It's everywhere, man. Can't avoid it.
Yes. Original movie. Love it. Not
Yay!
a sequel.
Not a reboot. Not a live action.
Live action. Oh,
Boo.
my God. Not yet, but yeah. Great. So the movie, right, it's on Netflix. It is about a K-pop girl band that are secretly demon hunters. So it's like kind of if Hannah Montana was Buffy.
I got major Buffy vibes from it.
Yes,
and
yeah.
I like that. I like
It
that
was
a lot.
definitely the like one of, in a generation with the magical powers and stuff. They don't clarify like how they became demon hunters. Yeah.
There was a lot of
genetic?
questions.
Yes. I think there was a lot of. So these girls, they're topping the charts during the day. They're slaying demons at night, and they maintain a barrier between the human world and the demon world through their song and the fans.
Yeah,
it's like the love of the fans is that what powers
it keeps it, and they're on the cusp of sealing that forever, so that
making it permanent.
Steal the souls, which is dark. It's got some Dementor.
It is some kind of dark because some people in the movie do lose their souls.
Yeah, what happens when you lose your soul?
Yeah,
dead.
Yeah. So the demons, they're not going to take this. So kind of like last ditch effort, they send some demons topside as kind of a competing K-pop boy band.
Hell yeah.
Led by the hero, kind of main guy, Chinu. It seemed like all his idea, basically. But yeah, and it's a fun movie. It's cute. It's the movie, the animation style is fun. Some like
so
very
fun.
Yeah.
I like the popcorn coming out of their eyes.
Yeah. I think there was some like references to like maybe styles I'm not familiar with like the faces that they would make and things. Yeah.
I think it were like anime and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so too. And with the eyeball, the eyeball thing, I kind of wonder if that's coming from like anime and stuff as well. But yeah, fun animation, the charming characters, like good acting, and then the fun music, because there was, of course, some musical moments, some fight scenes, some songs. I love seeing women kick ass, so all great.
With their cool little light up weapons that they each have their own unique one of. Mm-hmm. I liked it a lot.
Very cool. Yeah.
And I think what stood out to me is also that it was created by a woman, so the women characters are dimensional, right? They're not like these tall, gorgeous, aloof pop stars, which is kind of how K-pop is presented, right? But off stage, they're goofy and dorky, and they just have, can't show your flaws or your fears, but we see a little bit of them being actually human, and I like that a lot.
That's what the creator wanted. She I think I saw a quote that was like, I didn't want to be like the women in the Marvel movies where they're just kind of like sexy and fighty.
Yeah.
And there's like no dimensions to them. So like, yeah, they're like all gorgeous. They all fight and kick ass, but also they like to hang out in their pajamas.
Couch.
Yeah.
Like, I get that.
Ramen.
The snack
very, like,
thing was
fleshed
a
out
little
characters.
heavy-handed because I'm like, these girls ain't snacking. We all know real K-pop stars ain't snacking.
Well, you got a carb load before you're going to perform and fight a bunch of demons.
Right.
It's a lot of cardio.
They're burning a lot of energy, I should say. Yes.
So the movie, yeah, it was 9 years in the making.
I read that. I was like,
Yeah.
what? I didn't know K-pop was that popular for that long. But I'm getting old, so time just moves faster.
Though it adds up because I like remember like when K-pop, I feel like when I first became aware of it, which must have been around 9 years ago, because it was like
Jesus.
I think at my second job, so thinking like I don't have to know about this. Like, I'm an adult now. This can be for the kids. Maybe I just let this part of culture go.
I held it in my hands for a second and I said,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
I give you back to the youth.
The kids can have this. Yeah, obviously it's not just for the kids. Adults are like K-pop.
If you
as
like it, you
well,
like
but-
it, right?
Yeah.
You're just
It
like,
just
I
wasn't
don't have
really
the
for
bandwidth
me.
to take
Yeah.
on a new special interest at this time. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like I didn't love the music anyway, and
Because you
I
can't just
didn't need to
half
know.
be into K-pop. You have to be all the way. You have to have like your favorite band and your favorite ship and all like this stuff. And it's
gotta
not.
know all the people are all characters, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel you on that. But this also seems to be striking at a hot time because maybe if it had been made 9 years ago, it wouldn't have gotten the notoriety it got. But it's literally exploding. So some of the things that is achieved in just its month out at the time of this recording is it's become Netflix #1 movie for I feel like that entire time. I don't know if Netflix has the charts or how somebody who is taking the back door into Netflix can access those charts. But it seems to be a #1. When I watched it, it said #1 in movies. So I believe it's
I think
probably
it.
been
Yeah,
there.
it had dropped down maybe to 2 at some point for like the Poop Cruise documentary.
Oh, God, yeah. So
But it's back. It's back at 1.
we'll just say it was there for most of the time.
Yeah.
The soundtrack debuted at #8 and climbed to #2 on, I guess, the Billboard Top 100. And it was like the highest charting soundtrack of 2025. And several songs have even charted on the Hot 100, just like individual list. I believe Golden is like #6 right now. And I'm doing my streams to help push it back up.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
The music has hit my list. Yeah, my YouTube music playlist before I watched the movie. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
just
it's
serving it to
good.
me.
Ask me how many times I've listened to Golden today. How many times?
How many times? How many times do you listen to Golden?
Yes.
You're
I
You're
listened
singing
to
it when
it
I logged in.
a lot. Yes. And it also had its biggest streaming week for a soundtrack since Encanto. And Encanto, if you remember, was flipping everywhere. I heard it on our top 40 station on the radio. I like turn on my car and I hear, "We don't talk about Bruno." So this is like that level. And when I was doing the research, I found I was like, there's not going to be like a subreddit for this yet. It's so new. I'm going to have to like just read random chats in different places. No, it has a subreddit with 27,000 people in it already. And also a lot of fics, which we'll talk about.
Yep.
It's like impressive.
People are busy. It's really, yeah. A lot of people are like, I watched it. Now this is my personality.
Yeah, I saw a post being like, we watched it kind of on a whim or we just were like curious, had it on
Yeah.
the background. And now I watch it 3 times a day. I was like, whoa. What's the name of the protected spell? Wagoon or something?
Hansoon?
Yeah. The Hansoon is real strong.
Yeah.
We are
Lots
all
of
safe from
fans.
demons.
Yes.
Maybe that's why Donald Trump's getting sick. Breaking
Listen
the
to
tie.
Golden some
we
more.
needed the Demon Hunters to come in.
So yeah, what is our experience? I mean, it's only been out so a month, so not a whole lot of experience. I just kind of like, for me, it just kind of started creeping into my like social media. I started seeing art of the main guy in his outfit and for the big confrontation song. So I kind of thought he was the main character. I thought he was the demon hunter, not the demon. But then we discussed doing this for the podcast.
Way to be
I realized it was about the women.
Blah, 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 blah.
I think it's mostly just the thirsting.
Yes. Yeah. Women can be demon hunters too.
Yep. Yes. So
Especially
I
in
watched
Korea.
it and I liked it. I thought it was good. I already talked about my experience with K-pop and kind of opting out.
Yeah.
But recently I've been obsessed with Gnarly by Cat's Eye. So not K-pop, but it is K-pop adjacent.
Yeah, I did watch that show.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, K-pop holds my attention because they're just so skinny, and we are children of the early 2000s, and I'm just like, I just want to be skinny. So it holds my interest because it's fun to watch because they're like the Pussycat Dolls, like that level. Their music videos and their dancing is all very fun.
Yeah, I like the dancing. I also like Jenny, who I guess is from Blackpink. I had to Google it. But I saw her like Coachella performance. Like it came up on YouTube. I was like watching music videos and stuff. And I was like, oh, she's like a dancer.
Oh, yeah. I think they're dancers first. If I remember from the Cat's Eye making the band or whatever.
No way they're singing live ever. Like just because that would be so hard.
They cut some of the audio on Cat's Eye when they're doing Gnarly, and they are singing live. But I mean, they probably have the backing vocals high over it. Because
or
they're
we
like,
just do the like
gang,
gang.
They're like screaming because I mean, how else can you do it when you're dancing that intensely?
Yeah, I just like no way. We sound like that and dance. That's just so impressive.
It is, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I take credit for this one because I suggested it, and again, my experience was not very big either. And to get to where I learned about K-pop Demon Hunters, it goes back to where so many things in my life do. Anne Boleyn, because I am on a journey. I had a very big Tudor hyperfixation earlier this year, and I've learned that Anne Boleyn had such long hair. It was so long, and she could like sit on it. And so now I'm like, I want long hair. I want to be like a Tudor queen. And so I'm watching all these TikToks on how to take care of your hair. And that's when I discovered this one creator who has like the most gorgeous, longest, thickest like red hair. And I just love watching her do all her different braids and stuff. I'm like, my hair will never look like that, but whatever, girl can dream. And she did Rumi's dragon braid as like to show you a tutorial how to do it. And so I was like, oh, this is something that's popular right now. And I thought it was a TV show. I didn't really know what it was, but I knew it was popular, so I suggested it.
We're like, we'll watch it, and then we'll figure out who to ship.
Yeah, so we went in blind, but
yeah.
I also got my husband to watch it with me, and he went in being like, what are we watching? And at the end, he was like, that was good. And I agree. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cute, and I've been listening to the music.
Yes, the music a lot. I watched part of it on my walking pad, and then we got to the big finale number, and I had to stop and like sit on the ground to watch. I was like, I want to be into it. Need to focus.
Yeah. So I think this is one of like the things that we've like organically watched. Not organically. It's one of the things that we've consumed for the show that we actually really liked. Mm-hmm. Well, you liked Arcane.
It was cute.
So there you go.
I did like Arcane. Yeah, it was very cute, very funny, very like witty. Yeah, I liked it. I'm glad I watched it.
If you have like you're like a tween daughter, like that would be a great movie to watch together. It was just so cute.
Yeah.
So you mentioned we didn't know what ship we were going to pick going in. Well, I knew nothing. I was like, there'll be some kind of evident ship that we can just latch on to. I don't know how evident it was. It's evident to some people, I guess. It maybe lives more in their hearts. It's one of those kind of ships. But Emily, what ship are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking our first more than two people ship, Polytrix.
Yeah, our first
polyamorous Polytrix. So all three girls together. Yeah, so I was watching it. They're really. I guess we'll talk about what other ships are like available, but I thought this one was kind of fun.
I think so too. I'm going to be honest. It took me way too long to figure out where the name came from. I sat there and looked at all the characters' names and was trying to put them together. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, oh, Poly Huntrix. That's embarrassing. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't like it. There's got to be, there's got to be a better one.
You don't think Polytrix, like the Poly's a little too on the nose?
Yeah, I guess it's gotta be more individual, right? Like okay, so if you combine their names, it's like Zorumira. I actually kind of like that. And then
It's kind of long.
Okay, here's the best one. I thought on this. Golden Girls, the Golden Girls.
I like that one. I like one that are clever, where you're not just like combining names.
Yes.
So that one's
well,
good.
and then in my other one, I'm gonna bleep it out or you should bleep it out. Okay, this is the other one. So I forgot to use the band name, and they're all lesbians together. I was like, we could just call it Huntrix. No.
I guess it's like pretty similar. I've never highlighted.
That's why I like to hide things from Emily, so she gets to see them in real time, hear me say it in real time. I like it as good. I like that as much as Polytrix. We'll call them Polytrix for the sake of the internet, but in my heart, they're the Golden Girls.
Yeah. I thought it might have been in the movie because they had like kind of some like winks at like shipping. And I had seen a art of someone wearing a Polytrix shirt like in the movie, but then I tried to like fact check that right before this. I couldn't find it. So I think that might have been fan art.
Oh, okay.
But that would have been funny too.
That would have, because I like that the movie did touch on the shipping. And it was a poly couple, or not couple, a poly situation. It was the one girl and then the two guys, right?
Two boys, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know how common poly shipping is, but apparently it's enough to get mentioned in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for anybody not in the know, that just means that it's a polyamorous is multiple, not monogamy, not monogamous. I guess it's any number, right? 3 to plus.
I think it's just not two.
And it's not open. It's not like one is dating both. It's like they all date each other.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hear more about this, I'm going to put a plug in for Impolite Society, because we did an episode on polyamory way back in the day. My other podcast that I do with my I was going to say my
not
co-host.
Sister.
My not sister. My work sister that I make through work. My
Friend.
podcast sister. Well, no, that's because you're my podcast sister now.
Yep.
My
friend.
good friend, Laura, I think it's called Is Monogamy Ever Enough? It's like way back in the catalog, but that talks about all the ways that monogamy can exist. And anyways, I don't want to play
I mean, it's consistent anyway. Yeah, whatever. As long as you're all chill with it.
Right.
But yeah.
So who's part of this polygamy? What is it called when it's
polycule? I think
polycule. I knew there was a word for it. Because it's different than polygamy too, right? It's polyamory, where they're, again, all
right, because
parties.
polygamy is normally many wives.
Yeah.
But yeah, polyamory. But anyway, this one is 3. So it's the 3 girls from the band. So you have Rumi, Mira, and Zoey. So Rumi is kind of main character of the movie, leader of the band. She's like the main singer. Personality-wise, I feel like she's more serious and kind of driven. She kind of like makes some band decisions about when to release the single and stuff. But so you find out throughout the movie, spoilers, there's gonna be some spoilers, that she is half demon. So she's fighting demons. This is her whole. I like gasped when it showed, when, like you saw her like marks in the movie. I was like, oh no.
I was like, yeah, how are they gonna? Okay, so I missed it. My husband rewinded it to make me watch it. He's like, you missed something big, and I was like, oh my bad.
But. So yeah, she's half demon, so she's very conflicted, and she keeps it a secret from her friends, and her like kind of mom figure knows, but her mom figure told her that you have to keep it secret. You can't let anybody know. And it's a mom figure because her actual mom's dead.
Of course.
She, I guess, had a baby with a demon, and then that's just totally not touched on how that happened. Who her dad was.
So many questions.
Yeah.
Who is her dad? That's such a thread to pull, because one of her big things is demons might be redeemable, you know? They're not all just monsters.
That's what I was like, if they're all terrible, like this is messed up. And then I saw there was some
I don't think they wanted to touch on that too much, because they did just smite them all.
Yeah. Right, they just kill them all, like no questions asked. Well, apparently there was some art from like storyboarding and stuff where like the mom and the demon dad are like happy together, so they were in love. So like I would have liked that in the show.
Yeah, so that we knew it was like consensual.
Yeah.
We don't know what demons do. They're demons.
Yeah, exactly. Or like at least tricked into it or something.
Right. Like, because, what is our boy Jinju? Is that his name? Chinu. That we'll talk
could have
about
been
that.
her dad. I was worried about it.
That is actually a very fair point. Another question. Was he her dad? Why did the mom die? Where did the mom die? What happened to her surrogate mom? Why was she not in the movie in the present tense? I felt like they were going through some deep shit. Why didn't they call her up and be like, yo, girl, what's going on? Also, why do demons have marks? That's just a question that's dawning on me now. I feel like there's probably some Korean lore there, maybe. I don't know.
Well, and just like, so everybody, all the demons were like damned. Like at least Chino was. So he made a deal and was damned and became a demon. But then she's just born like this, like with demon marks. That doesn't make you a demon.
How does demon work? How does demon?
Yeah, it's about shame. It's maybe it was just like.
Oh yeah, it was a big.
You live under shame too much.
For shame, yeah, but it just like I felt like it needed a little bit more real world connection because the big bad couldn't talk to her. He was whispering in everybody else's ear, but he couldn't touch her. Mm-hmm. But I feel like maybe her mom. It would have been interesting to be like her mom did something to save her, like a mother's love type situation, like Harry Potter. But I don't know. We'll never know. Those are, and this is where I'll say it.
Biological. I don't know. You like, a hair color. Now you got lines.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the things you inherit. And this is where I'll say it for the first time. I'll probably say it again. I would have liked a miniseries. I would have watched a miniseries. Mm-hmm. Granted, not all in one evening, but I would have seen more of it. I would have listened to more songs. I would have watched more fighting. I would have gotten more backstory.
Yeah, it fleshed out some more characters. Because there's really only like the 4.
Right.
Plus the band manager, 5.
I think everybody wants to know about the boy band. I think everybody wants to know about them. Yeah. You know who else wants to know more about the boy band?
Mira and Zoey.
Yeah, the 2 in her band because they were thirsting over these dudes.
Yeah,
and that is Mira.
That was very funny.
And Mira is the black cat type, right? She is like the scary, like sullen figure,
very kind of intense,
intimidating. And her backstory is that she was cold and aggressive. She became a problem child that her family couldn't deal with. So you hit the nail on the head when you said in your notes, big Rosa Diaz vibes from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I was like, is this being voiced by Beatrice, who is the voice? I forgot her last name. Who is the voice or who plays Rosa? I'm like, no, Rachel. Rationally, I know it's a Korean person. Rationally, but in my head I was like, it could be her because she also sings. Yeah, she was the main character in Encanto.
I mean, she sounds just like her. The persona is like exactly the same. It was kind of hard to like separate her.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, it was not played by her. Yes, it was played by a Korean woman. And also, I think their voices, the singing voices, are different people, so it wouldn't have been her anyway.
Oh, nah. That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, as she serves the band, she is, I guess they're not a band, the group.
The group, yeah.
Yeah, I think she was kind of the main dancer and choreographer, although none of this really matters because they all sing, they all dance, they all do it all.
They're all animated, so they're all equally talented, right?
Yes.
In every front.
Yeah.
Not like in real life where you have your designated, what is it? They all have roles. I learned that from the Cat's Eye. There's like leader, and then there's lead dancer, and
from what I gathered watching like trickled in from K-pop is that there's always like the rapper, and then what I had seen, the rapper always had unnaturally dyed hair.
Oh.
But yeah, so the rapper in this group is Zoey, who's kind of the like golden retriever to Mira's black cat. She's very cute. She's like very bubbly. So she was raised in the West, in the States. So she's kind of got a like pulled between two worlds thing, Korea and the States. And she's been told that she's like too much.
Too intense,
she's like,
right? Too happy,
a lot.
Too interested. You ask for a lyric, she's got 20 already written down.
Mm-hmm. And she's kind of the lyricist, and then one of the songs says in the intro to the movie that she's the rapper, although they all kind of rapped.
Which I was like, where was there any rapping? I was expecting
they just sing fast.
Yeah, Nicki bars, like bop, 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 bop. But I never heard that. But I will say, one of the other points of why I like this movie so much is that it's animated film, correct?
Mm-hmm.
they looked so different. Their faces were different. And this is coming out of Disney where every heroine has the same exact face. And the only difference is her hair color. So to have like these three characters be like so distinct in their model, it was just really cool. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, because that's not the case in Disney.
Well, apparently they used all the same model for the boys. The boys are all the same, except for the one with abs.
Oh, okay. And they had the hair, right? Didn't they all have hair?
They all have different hair. I don't know why all not natural hair color, but maybe so that the main guy would stand out. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are the three. So did they have a meet cute or a get the boot? So no real meet cute. The movie kind of starts, I think it's called In Media Res. They're like already friends. They're on an airplane and they're about to kick a lot of demon ass. So yeah, no real meet cute. I guess they met to train together to be hunters at some point. That's
Another
not,
question.
Yeah. We don't know about that.
Obviously, Rumi's mom was a hunter.
Yeah.
But we don't know how the other two got pulled into this.
Is it genetic? Is it, like one generation Buffy situation? We don't know.
Yes. But
sometime they got together.
By the time we meet them, they have a very strong rapport and they're obviously very close. So when we are introduced to them, I would say that we, the audience, have a meet cute with them because they're all sitting around snacking and they're just having a great time before they go to their concert. And then they have this really cool action sequence where they, like you said, kick some demon ass.
Yes. I love that when they like had their, trying to eat their ramen and Rumi's like, no. 3 minutes. You gotta wait 3 minutes. And I was like, oh, they're about to kick all this ass in 3 minutes. They're gonna meet all these demons and then have time to eat their ramen.
I did like that. Yes. It was a really fun intro.
Good song too. I like that song.
Cause dun dun dun. Is that the one?
Yeah, Huntrix. Don't miss it till it's done. Yeah, something like that.
That's a good one.
That one's fun. That is one of my favorites along with the Idol. I think Idol is first and then that one.
I can imagine they all had a very meet cute together too. I could see where like Zoe's like and jumping all over them, and Mira's like ugh, but it's like cute, and then she wins her over. Mm-hmm. We'll talk more about the other varying ships as we get to the end.
Yeah, so I think meet cute, all good.
I think so. I mean, there's in no world does anything these three do together not cute.
Yeah.
Even when they fought, it was cute.
Yeah. All right. So where does this ship come from? Why do people want to see these three ladies all together? Like we said, it's just because the vibe's good. There's no real specific moments.
There was literally no part where Rumi's like, I love you and I love you together. And then they're like, what? Like, I'm not, well, the fanfics can speculate on how that bridge would be crossed, but no, I don't know how. I definitely did not leave the movie being like, yes, those three ladies love each other in a romantic way and all want to be together in a polycule. But that's me.
Right. It's just kind of they're all good together. They're all funny. They all seem to supportive in general. They do break up for a bit. Because Rumi won't tell them about her. It wasn't that she had the marks, right? It's that she kept it a secret. She didn't trust them.
Right.
They didn't talk it out. The theme of this movie is kind of like the benefits of therapy.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Like
being
discussing
yourself,
things helps. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't keep things trapped inside. A lot of being authentic, being your authentic self, being vulnerable, all things that kind of fit in with a queer narrative.
Well, right. Yeah, so Rumi has these marks, or, a part of herself, a secret part of herself she has to keep hidden from everyone because she's afraid that they will reject her. It's very, in the closet with her demon marks.
Yeah, definitely.
So, kind of a metaphor there.
Yep, and her friends that love her no matter what and everything. So, there's definitely a lot there that people can kind of project their own stuff onto, which I think is part of the reason it's gotten so popular. Because everybody knows what it's like to feel like a weirdo. Because we're all weirdos.
Yes.
In our own way.
But what other things did I have on here? Yeah, so Mira and Zoey really want Ruby to come to the bathhouse with them.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Kind of flirty.
Yeah, kind of, right? Because the bathhouse is where you take off all your clothes if you're not familiar with Korean bathhouse.
Yes, I know that this is my Western, Puritan
issues
with nudity.
Yes.
not the same
still.
everywhere. Yeah.
Still, they were really pushing it.
They were very excited, to go to the bathhouse with her.
It seemed more than just like,
We want to hang out at the spa together.
yeah, which makes sense. Makes sense if you're a Polytrix shipper.
Mm-hmm. I also saw someone point out the color palette with Zoey being blue, Mira, I guess this is their hair color. So Zoey is blue, Mira is pink, and then Rumi is purple, is almost the bisexual flag. I'm not sure that's exactly right, but I put it
Let
on
me
here.
look it up real quick. Sexual flag. Pink, purple, and blue.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So,
They're trying to tell us something.
yeah. Because they obviously were thirsting after the boys, too. So, they're, even like the Mira character who, usually like the tough, right? The tough gal is not given that kind of approach. So,
Yep. And I liked that. I liked how horny these girls were. I thought that was kind
funny.
of, yeah.
Refreshing to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute with the popcorn coming out of their eyes.
Yeah.
the one, I think it was Zoe's got the popcorn coming out and the Mira's just eating it.
Yeah.
I thought it's funny. I like
Yeah.
I like the animation style and all the faces they made. But
Yep.
yeah, and to me personally, I think the reason that this came about is that they're three babes hanging out together who are very emotionally intimate. So why not, right?
Yep.
Yeah, why pick? But obviously, it's not all sunshine and roses on Polytrix, right? Because folks, they have differing opinions on it. So when we get into the critics of people who are not so behind the ship, a lot of people are leaning more towards they'd rather ship the girls and the boys, right?
Yeah.
So
And
enemies, lovers, that trope reigns.
Yes, and the movie kind of plays into it when the girls are kind of forced to interact with the demon boy band, that they then like scroll social media afterwards and see like people have made fan artworks of them together with like, a certain boy or whatever. So
Like the crayon drawn one was so funny.
yeah. Some cute it's kind of playing with that just even in the movie. So obviously Rumi and then Cheeto, so that's kind of, they have like a more overt romantic moments, in the movie. They're kind of the main like couple. And then people also ship Mira and Zoey with some of the other boys from the Saja Boys is what that band's called. That group is called.
Right.
Although these boys are pretty nothing to me, so
they had no personalities, right? Because they were just they're one of the threads I wish we could have pulled a little bit more, right?
Right. If Tino has a conscience, like he feels bad about the things he's done, like that's his shame. Like, do these guys, or are they just kind of zombies? Like,
yeah, I felt like they came across as zombies.
Yeah, they were just kind of like an extension of him and his plan.
Right.
To get
Which
it done.
maybe, I don't know what that, again, we didn't really hear more about that, but I feel like if it had like a 3-episode miniseries, we would have gotten like maybe a little bit of backstory on them or something.
Yeah, what was going on there,
And maybe,
exactly.
yeah, they would have gotten, one of them maybe would have got paired up with one of the girls a little bit more. I don't know. But I will say here, my controversial take is I was not a big Chino fan. I didn't think that, are we sure we're saying that right?
Yeah, I know. Chinu? I thought it was Chinu.
Chinu. I said Chino. Okay.
Oh, Chinu.
My controversial take is I am not a big Chinu fan. I like the whole point from the get-go, he's deceiving her. And the guy's like, oh, are you doing what's best? The guy, aka the big demon. He's like, are you doing what's best for me? Or are you guys just doing what's best for you? Because you only ever do what's best for you. And all of a sudden he gets friendly and connecting with her when she's like, oh, maybe if I can get the thing fixed, it'll disconnect him from you and you can stay here. And he was like, oh. And then I'm like, I was never really sure he was ever not working in his best interest. And they sang that song together and I'm like, I still feel like he's pulling one over on her. I don't feel like he's genuine.
Because he does. He like immediately betrays her and destroys her relationship with her friends.
Yeah.
In a really messed up way in front of a lot of people.
Really messed up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was dark. Also, demons can impersonate anybody, so I just felt like maybe they could have skipped a lot of steps. But that's neither here nor
I wasn't,
there.
he just had to learn to love again or whatever and then die for real.
But did he? Oh, yeah, he did. He sacrificed himself. I forgot that a little bit. Again, I was just like, okay,
he got
whatever.
his soul back. or something. Yeah, that also I felt like was not clear, but like I get it. Whatever.
He got his soul back. I didn't get that. And then he gave it to her, and then all the souls came together. The ending I kind of got lost on. I was just like, okay.
It's like the power of friendship, and they win. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the souls in the audience came together and like whooped the bad guy. Or something, right? They were all glowing. And then the girls, Huntrix, like, I don't know, they did something. I forgot. Again, that part apparently went over my head. I was getting tired by that point. I can't stay up late.
I like that they're just singing. They win together.
Yeah, I knew what was going
to
happen.
They don't have no more shame.
Yeah.
Everybody, accept your flaws.
Perfect. So that's like, okay, again, I didn't see the Polytrix. I'm not saying I'm against Polytrix, but I'm definitely not the Rumi Chinu. Mm-hmm. I'm not that. Also, he's 400 and she's what?
And potentially her dad. Like, you don't know.
We don't know. There's nothing that says he's not.
Yeah.
And yes. And also, you know what? I can't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I mean, he only did die for her, but whatever.
Yeah. The least he could do.
Obviously.
For being a demon for 400 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe we're not fans of that ship, but one ship, the one I actually clocked while watching the show pretty early was 2 out of 3 of the girls, Mira and Zoey. I thought they were pretty cute together without Rumi.
Agreed. I don't know what Rumi provides other than just being the lead singer, because I think that these two were perfect as is. And maybe that's just me raised in a monogamy culture for so long, but I like those two together. It's that classic dynamic.
Yeah, right, exactly. Classic dynamic. They had some cute banter at the front where they were, I think it was like during the snacks or something, or like they were couch, that part.
Yeah.
Or what? Yeah, I think it's always like, I've signed up like 164-second videos about turtles. And Mira's like, sounds boring. I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I think these two are in love.
That's perfect, right?
I like them. And then they were both lusting off of the boys
and
together, which I thought was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like they can bond over hot boys together as well. That's fine. Yeah, I thought they were very cute together. I liked their dynamic. Yeah, also I think because they spend more time there together while Rumi's doing her thing with all her drama.
Right, yeah. And then I don't feel like Rumi interacted with Zoey all that much. I feel like her and Mira had a lot more tension. So again, I could see it being like, I don't see it as like a true polycule. I see it as more like connecting, right? Mm-hmm. The lines that are connected together. I mean, obviously she cares about Zoey, but it just seemed like Zoey and Mira had that strong thing, and then Mira and Rumi had like the tension of being like, "What aren't you telling me? Say it out loud." But also, I just like that cat. I didn't really know where to put the cat in here, but I'm so putting it now. That cat. That was the best bit where it kept trying to fix the things it knocked over. Oh my god, that was so cute.
The cat and the bird, that was something where it's like, I bet this movie is more fun if I knew anything about Korean mythology.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure the bird is anything. I kind of was looking into it.
Yeah, what did they say? It's a magpie or something?
Yeah, just his little hat. And I like what's to do with the hat? He's like, I made it for the cat. He keeps taking it. And like, you're just like, that's it.
Yeah, it's so tiny.
Bird likes the hat.
Fit. I guess that it was supposed to be a tiger, not a cat. I don't know. But
yeah, I think it's a tiger.
He was cute.
He was cute. He was fun. I like that they were around at the end.
Yeah.
So they're still around.
So they were on the right side of the the grid.
Yep.
But
ship them together, I guess.
Yeah, the cat. What? Just Rumi and the cat. That's all she needs, you know.
Yeah.
She doesn't need romance. She's a good kitty cat and bird duo.
Yeah.
So right, I guess maybe there's probably other criticisms of it, but like those are kind of the big ones. It's just
I see them more as friends, but that's like every single ship.
Yeah,
so
I like
that's kind of boring at this point.
A dime every time. Why does it have to be romantic?
Yeah, like I just don't see it. Like, okay, well, other people do, so.
Yeah. Why can't we value platonic friendships?
Keep scrolling.
Because they're not hot.
Yeah.
And let's be real, this one was probably hot, right?
Yeah.
They're all very attractive animated
What's hotter than 2 hot people? 3
hot people. And the fandom agrees for the most part.
Yeah.
Because there is almost 35. Probably today there's 3,500.
Yeah. This was like yesterday, or maybe even Sunday. Yeah.
Fix on AO3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but 3,500 fixed on AO3, which is about comparable to our 2 more recent episodes, Wild Hops and Hayfie, and those have both been out for like 10 years.
Yeah, that's nuts. These people have so much time and energy and discipline. Like, I scramble to put together a podcast every 2 weeks.
Yeah. We're pushing them back every single week. We're like, we can do this tomorrow.
Can we record later, actually? Odds are I'm not going to edit in the next 24 hours anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's going to be next weekend anyway, so.
Right.
But,
so,
yeah, and some of the multi-chapter and everything.
Oh, my God. I love people. Everybody's so creative. And I don't mean that sarcastically, like the original TikTok. I mean that, like, people impress me.
Yeah.
Always. Consummately. What's that word I'm trying to say?
Consistently?
No, consummately. Is that a word? Consummately? Consummate's a word.
Yeah, I think that's what I thought you were saying, and which I don't think I'm not sure it's the right use.
It is. Consummate. Consummate impressed. People consummately impressed by humans.
Sure.
I have good diction. Anyways, and of that almost 3,500 fix today, a little less than 900 of them are Polytrix, which I saw on Reddit, 20%. Is that right? Let me crunch those numbers. Like I said, Bunny,
It seems like it should be more than 20% because it's almost a third. Oh, wait, no, maybe that is 20%.
That's 33%.
I'm not good at math.
Aren't you an engineer?
Yes, I am.
It's a quarter. Almost a quarter are Polytrix. And people were talking online about how rare it is that polycule would be that high, that take up that much percentage of a fandom's like fix. So apparently this one has struck a chord and people do really like it. And there is a plethora of art and whatnot to go behind it.
Mm-hmm. You get a lot of the kind of main couple from the show because people, I think,
are wanting
it doesn't
to
end happily for them, so they maybe want to read a happy ending, which I get. And then I thought we were going to talk about Mira and Zoey, but then I kind of was like, oh, I see all three way more. So
right, and that's what we're like. This is our opportunity. Let's dive all in and try to do a polyamorous situation, which is very outside of our wheelhouses. Our lived experiences.
Yes.
So again, that's where we're like, and we don't really see a lot of, not that we don't see a lot of it. The chemistry is definitely there. There's definitely good rapport between all of them. There's just less scenes where they're like, will they, won't they, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's similar to like we did the one we just did, Wild Hops, where it's just kind of like the chemistry together.
Obviously, there's an emotional intimacy, which then people are picking up on and then applying to like a romantic relationship.
Yep. So this is across all three. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And I think, it set itself up for the fanfic, right? Because maybe it shouldn't have answered all those questions we had at the beginning, because now we get to answer them ourselves. And maybe I'll dig around on there and try to find some answers to it. Because I would read a fic about her mom and like how she fell in love with the demon. That's the ship I want to know about.
What happened there? Yeah. Right. And the opportunity to kind of, if you're going to write the ships with the rest of the Saja boys, maybe fill them out as characters.
Yeah. Who are they? What are they about? Well,
that could be kind of fun because they each kind of have they're each a role, I think, in the band, the boy band, because their names are stuff like romance. Baby is the baby. So like that could be funny to just have like characters just be kind of personifications of that
role that people play within a band. That's good.
I don't know. I didn't see any of that, so maybe
if I ever activate my AO3 account and start writing fan fiction, maybe that'll be one of the things I'll do. I don't know enough about K-pop, so I'd read the demon.
Can do a little demon romance. That's doable.
Yeah, one of these days when my kids are in grade school and I have time, we'll see.
But yeah, so overall, It's just cute. It's a very cute. It was a cute movie. It's a cute ship. I love the girl power moments. I love singing.
Anything that's like the power of female friendships.
Yeah,
and
they're all,
maybe
like,
that's another reason that lends
together.
itself to Polytrix as well, is that it like prioritized the female friends over the romantic relationships, because obviously none of them ended up with the guys in the end.
Yeah, they kill them. Though even the ones that they get shipped with,
Right.
for the most part, those
Good
are like
riddance.
specifically the demons they kill. So
Yeah, good riddance and goodbye.
they're like, no, I'm here for my girls.
So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, and it's just the meteoric rise of this also. Like, I think I read somewhere that this is the first time that an imaginary band has been so high up in the charts. Like, is this going to be the future? Are we going to have, fake bands that are based on like wider media? Like, what's the word? Wider IPs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's be interesting to see. Or are they going to try to make a real band out of it? But they can't, because the people are already the characters, You can't have the voice actors come in and try to be a band. That's weird. The singers.
Yeah, you could bring them back together and do songs, but they can't like perform.
Right.
You could have to animate it.
Isn't that wasn't that like a trope in a TV show, like a children's TV show, where they like met the band and they were all holograms?
Oh.
Doesn't that sound? Is that like on Arthur? Hold on, I'm gonna Google that. That way, okay. Cartoon with popular band they met and they were roommates. Holograms, which I can't spell. Okay. Doesn't that sound very familiar? Binky are holograms created by their manager. Binky the band. Yes, it was Arthur. I'm an adult. PBS kids. Binky. Yeah. There was like graffiti all over the place called Binky Rules or something. And they thought Binky was Binky the character.
You got in trouble.
Yeah. And it turns out it's a band, but then the band isn't even real. They're holograms or something along those lines.
And the same, that seems like a lot for one episode.
Yeah, I think there was two there. Binky and Meet Binky. That's nuts. Anyways, Polytrix, unlocking deep memories from PBS Kids.
I mean, they could do it. There's that one, what's her name? Manike? Hatsune something. But she's like she's a hologram. She's a full performer.
That's nuts. I feel like people aren't going to like that, because you see how people react to AI. I think that this is not the time to try to be pulling that shit.
She's been around. People
I
know her.
Yeah,
she
while
was a Fortnite
ago.
Skin.
Oh, really? I mean, like, I feel like in the past you could get away with that, but nowadays people are going to be like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they do.
My brother-in-law's friend was freaked out because of their electronic cat toy. He kept calling it AI. This is the story he told us. So I'm like, people are very afraid of AI and like artificial stuff right now.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the praise that I got too. The Netflix president or somebody said they're going to be using AI to make content faster and like content better. And they were like, but look at K-Pop Demon Hunters, 9 years, human work. And it's incredible. It's making them so much money. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Is this a flash in a pan of just one really great property, or are other people going to kind of jump on the bandwagon? I feel like this is only one step off K-pop though, because I feel like those bands are so heavily produced in the characters that they play that it's just kind of like another step just to like make them imaginary entirely. With real people.
Oh, so like the future of K-pop is just make them.
Especially if you can then put them into movies and stuff, Interesting. We'll find out.
Maybe.
Only the future will say.
It's like
But now this is where we get to some stellar journalism here. And this is where I cite a tweet that cites a TikTok whose original person who is actually funny is lost to time in this chain here. I should say. This is just funny. This is just, I wanted to like kind of close out on this before we get to what you're pairing, because I thought it's hilarious. And it shows us how much is already, the K-Pop Demon Hunters is already permeating the zeitgeist. And this is from Ray vs. Anime on, I guess, X. I don't know how to use that anymore. I found it on the subreddit. So that, if you're keeping score, is me on a podcast reading a meme I saw on Reddit. Somebody shared on Twitter of a TikTok that they saw.
Quoting a TikTok, yeah.
Journalism.
Yeah.
I just saw someone on TikTok say that the reason the world didn't end in 2012, remember that hubbub? End of the world Mayan calendar, is because Psy turned the Homan gold with Gangnam Style.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Dude. I didn't even know that was that correct?
Sexy lady.
He saved us.
He saved the world. I believe it. Yeah. Until the Earthside demons got, their hands and everything. But that's neither here nor there. That's not this guy. That's not this kind of show. Okay. So
time for
our one true
finale.
pairings. Criteria. Do we see it? Do we want to see it? Is it hot? Emily, what are your scores?
Do I see it? Not organically, but like when pointed out to me, I was like, yeah, sure. So I feel like that's like a 5. Like, I'm not mad about it, but also it did not happen for myself. Even like watching it and being like, who are we shipping?
Right. Looking with an eye for it.
Yeah. So do I see it? Do I want to see it? Sure. I'll put that a little bit more positive. I think they were all good together. So I'll put that like 7. Is it hot? Yes. 10. So
that's a very high score.
I think pretty positive about this. Yeah. So I think that puts it maybe at like a 7 or a 8, right? Even between a 5 and a 10.
Yeah.
7
okay.
Or 8. We'll do
7.5.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your metric?
I know. Little tiny hats for birds.
Damn, I was gonna do hats too, Emily.
Could do big hats for guys.
The Korean hats are called gats, I think. Well, that's how it's spelled,
okay.
GAT. So I think I fall in line. I'm gonna put it a little lower because it's not so much that like, am I opposed to seeing it? It's just that I would not have in a million years put the because it's just, I guess, so much further outside of my worldview, not worldview, my like. What I'm used to. I never would have dawned on me to be like, yes, I'm going to ship these 3 together.
Yeah.
So I'll give it like a 3. Do I want to see it? 5, because I want to see other ships more, just basically Rumi and Zoey. Like, not Rumi and Zoey. Basically Mira and Zoey. Like, Rumi, I could take her leave, to be fair. She kind of like harshes the buzz,
I saw a dynamic that was like Zoe and Mira, and they're like, and this is our girlfriend, Rumi, and then that's her boyfriend. Like, we're not dating him, but she's kind of like dating us and him. And
that's
I can see her kind of like, yeah.
And that's on like the Parks and Rec, where April is like, this is my boyfriend and this is his boyfriend.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I think I saw the same one. But yeah, no, that makes sense. But again, because that polyamory can work that way too, where there is the one tier, the primaries, and then you have your secondary person. So that could be it. I could actually get behind that a little bit more. So I'll give it a 6 then. I think that's how their polycule is structured in my head. So what is that? A 3, a 6, and is it hot? 9. I mean, come on. Like, how is that not going to be hot? I only took 1 point because I feel like it's the male gaze a little bit. So I have to like keep myself in check from that perspective. So what's a 3, 6, 9? Damn, they're fine. I'm going to sock it to me one more time while I do math.
It's 6. Equal distance between 3 and 9.
Emily. Okay, you're right. I did it. And I got a higher number than 10. So my math skills are rusty. So that's a 6. That is a 6 out of 10 Dr. Han's special tonics, aka 100% apple juices. So I'm a little lower than you on this one just because I'm blind.
Yeah.
But overall, I give the movie 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, cute movie.
And I think this might be the time where we can officially call our episode Dun Dun Dun. All right.
So
Thank you for listening. You can send us your own ships or your thoughts on the ship that we talked about today. The text message thing in the description, you just click a button, you send a text, and it's all anonymous. We won't have your phone number. So you can just say hi. You could tell us a ship. You can say you guys stink. Whatever.
Give us ideas.
We're happy to hear from you. And you can also send us email at shiphappenssisters@gmail.com. We want to hear from you and who you think we should cover next. The phone lines are open. All right. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another ship because we all know, after all, ship happens.